the clans which you didn't see on stage today. So you have a chance to look at some of the different tribes that we kind of invented. So one of the ways that we just determined the colors was we wanted the world to have like a range of colored peoples the same way that our world has. And because the performers play 5 different clans, they're always running backstage and changing into a different clan. So they couldn't change the color blue of their skin. So we made it that every clan has a multi-mixture rainbow of blues. And then it was their costume part elements which changed which clan they were coming from. So we, as well as the blues, the other important thing was trying to create a kind of a look that made everybody feel a little bit taller and a little bit skinnier than they really are. So we used in the Illustrator file, we kind of elongated the body. So the nipple is an inch higher than a real nipple. The belly button is an inch taller than a real belly button. The wigs are kind of built up, so everything's just slightly higher than a real person, so that we could try and push the proportion. So you would, obviously they don't look too tall and skinny like Navi, but closer than a normal group of acrobats would be quite compact. Yeah, so that was kind of where we started, and then we let the story take us through the world of Pandora, meeting these different groups of people. And because we were 3,000 years before the movie, it gave us kind of an artistic license to create indigenous peoples based on where they were in the kind of geographical parts of Pandora, and also that would also determine what kind of flora and fauna were surrounding them, and therefore what they could use to make their clothes. So, you know, it's kind of logical, pretty logical and anthropological process that we went through to get there. And so obviously we're doing a circus and not a movie, so we pushed the colours more than the movie, partly because of that, but also partly because our world is not under stress from, you know, military invasion or all the things that they're going through in Avatar. This world hasn't got to that point. So their stresses are, like Michelle said today, much more environmental stresses. And so we felt that their world was still really full of like the lushness of an untouched kind of paradise. And so we were able to use that idea along with the bioluminescence to kind of push that in the costume, so that you get a really clear understanding of, oh, they left that tribe and they went to that one. You weren't confused like, oh, who's who? Yeah, so that's how we started, and I don't know, have questions?
I read in here that you used light-sensitive material to achieve the blue, the color.
Yeah,
Can you talk about that?
I can actually show you a little. I have to get you to turn the lights off. Yeah, we're gonna turn the lights off. Yeah, so we this is like obviously a really small amount of light, but all the fabric that we used as a base was white, and so that reacts to the blue of the light, and then we had to develop, you know, the bioluminescent dot feature and how bright. Was it too bright? Was it not bright enough? And then we had to work out how do we make the dots on the face be the same brightness, because it doesn't work just in makeup. So we ended up printing the same fabric with the same pattern and cutting them out like little hole punch dots and pasting them on their face. So you get the feeling that the dots are passing from the body into the face. And one of, you know, apart from the bioluminescent part of the story, you know, you don't want them to look bioluminescent all the time. So, and because we were using kind of rock and roll lighting, which is more LED than old type theatre light, we had to kind of create clothes that had their own internal light, because we